Hi guys! So hopefully this all works because it said my disk space is low on my computer, but yet I went through and deleted some old videos and it still says the same thing. So I'm not exactly sure how to fix that, and I'm hoping this all works out. But I went and got a lot of the Mac Archie collection, and I ordered from Mac, I ordered from Macy's, and then I had to go to the Mall of America to pick up the rest, and I had to go to Nordstrom's because one of the lipsticks was sold out, and I've been running all over for this collection. And mainly it was because I haven't done a whole collection in a long time, and there was just so much I wanted from this one, and I thought it was just a really cute collection. So I'm going to start with just kind of the random things that came free. I also have a few non-Archie collection. Maybe I'll do those first. But this is a pin. I got this from ordering from Mac, and I think you got it if you went into the store and they had some left too. But it's just a little pin. I don't know. It's cute. The thing that made me want to order from Macy's, even though they didn't have everything I wanted, and I knew I could pick up most of that at the mall, was this. It's like a little compact. It's not like the most expensive style compact, but it's like a matte red. And it's got this little heart with, they almost look like they're loose in there. They're like little loose gems. Let's see if I can get it to focus. And it's just a mirror compact, so it's cute and I really like it. This one magnifies and this one's normal. So I really like this, and I'm going to probably put it in my purse. I've always wanted a compact. I've never really had one. I think I had one and it broke because it was just a really cheap, flimsy one. The things that weren't part of the Mac, the Archie collection, I finally got this. It's Candy Yum Yum, and I wanted this for so long. I wanted to buy it online when it was discontinued, like, because it was limited edition after the Quite Cute collection. This was the only one I could not get my hands on, and I loved this, but it was like $100 on eBay. I thought that was just to the point where I was like, that makes me lose faith in the human race a little bit. But it's a really bright neon pink. It's not going to show up even close to true to color. And I bought Mac's Dear Diary from the Betty Dido collection, and I bought the Maybelline Color Sensation lipstick in Fuchsia Fever, like all these ones that I looked up and they were dupes or really close to this one. But now I finally have this one. I'm like, oh, I maybe didn't have to buy all those. And then I bought Perky. This came out with, I want to say, the Strong Woman collection. It was just one of those random ones, but it was actually left over. I really wanted to pick up like Party Parrot and Pink Pigeon, another one of those, because it was just cute. But it's this really shimmery, pretty, it's like a pinky lavender almost. I thought it was more pink. On the skin, I feel like it's still more pink. But that's what it looks like. The sun's gone down, so I'm not working with the most natural light. Of course not. That would be so wonderful, and that's not my luck. And let's see here. I got Rebel because everyone was raving about this. I finally figured I could suck it up and get it. And it's that really deep burgundy looking color in the tube. And then when you put it on, it's like, it's kind of like a magenta plum to me. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's a vampy color. And a lot of people were raving, if you are a little nervous about really vampy colors, to pick something like this, because it's easy to tone it up or down, or depending what liners you use. So I was very excited about that. Plus, Viva Glam Nikki 2 came out, and I actually ordered my stuff from Mac and didn't even see this on the website. I felt like kind of a dork. But it is the purple one. So, like, even though her other one was, it was like it's hard to describe it. Is this it? Yeah, it is. I have it sitting just right here. It's like that really hot, orangey, corally pink. I don't know how else to describe it. This is more of like a pinked lavender. So it kind of reminds me of a lavender Lady Gaga. And I got the lipstick and the lip gloss, so I can pair them. The lip gloss is really milky, I heard. Like on Temptalia, she was talking about that. So it's better to layer over the lipstick or else it settles in all your creases. So I put it over top the lipstick a little bit, plus I fanned it out so you can see it's really milky. That's everything that isn't. I'm trying to kind of rush through this because I do have class. Plus, I don't know, I'm trying to get through what I can better. Yeah. Felt like I got more from the collection from Macy's, but I got the 2 pigments for Betty. I got pretty much all of Betty's stuff because I really liked hers. And there was one nail polish I completely talked myself out of. I'm trying to get away from MAC nail polishes unless they're super unique because they are really expensive for what they are. I got, let's see, this one is the Lucky in Love. It's a really pretty kind of a seafoam green teal. And I just thought it looked so pretty. I'll try to swatch it. Try to think if I want to use a brush. I probably should just use a brush. I'll do this. Oh! Yeah, it's hard to swatch these on camera. Maybe I should have done just these swatches beforehand. But this is like an unboxing for this stuff because I didn't even open it. Now pigments are, I usually use a mixing medium with them, so you can't even see that. I'm just going to show you guys it in the things so that I don't waste either of our time. And then I got the Cheers My Dear, which is a pink. And it's just a super, they're both very frosty pigments and stuff, but they're just gorgeous. I didn't get a lot of, I didn't get like the Veronica ones because a lot of their black pigments that have like, oh, it like reflects pink, half the time you don't see it. It's just like using a black. And then I could use, the one is pink, black with pink. And I figured I could kind of use my, this is My Dark Magic. It came out with Venomous Melons ages ago. And it's got like a blackened pink. So it comes out pretty blackened pink. And it actually does look pink. So I figured I could use that and mix and match if I wanted that look. And then, let's see here. Girl Next Door. Nope. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to do the lipsticks and lip glosses together because they really did come out with some that match the ones that they have, if that makes sense. Well, should have probably organized this just a tiny bit more. And I'm going to see if I have that one sitting around. I should, but that doesn't always mean I will. I feel like it was in this side. Oh ho ho! Found it! Okay, so for the Betty lipsticks, I got Betty Bright. I believe there was 3. I got Betty Bright. This is the one I ended up finding at MAC at the counter finally. And it's a really bright coral color. It's super pretty. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect because it got sold out. I'm like, do I really want to race all over the country trying to find it? It's pretty. And the one that goes with that is Kiss and Don't Tell, I want to say. Woohoo! Yes, it is. This one is a really bright coral lip gloss. This is a brighter coral than I feel like the lipstick looks like, but when you swatch them next to each other, they seem very similar. So that's it swatched a little bit over it, plus to the side. You can see it's a little bit brighter, darker, but not by much. And it's so cute. Like, I really love those too. And then I got Girl Next Door. I'm running out of space in my garbage for all the packaging. And the packaging is really adorable. I never keep the packaging because it's like, well, what would I really do with it? And this one's a really clean, light baby pink. This one kind of, I guess, reminds me of a much sheerer Lady Gaga. This is a luster, which I feel like that one was a luster, but maybe not. And Betty Bright, I should probably look and tell you. It's a satin, so that one's got more of a creamy, opaque finish. And was it this one? Nope, not that one. The other one matches it. It's Stay Sweet, and it's the same kind of light baby pink color, and it's got Betty on it, obviously, since it's her lip gloss. And this really, if you layer it, would bring out more of that pink without being quite so sheer. Kind of debating if I want to put this one on or not, or a different one. Because I was going to put some on my lips at least. And then the other color is 000, which I had previously from, I think this was Make Me Over. And it's a luster. And I hated it in the package. All the Make Me Over lipsticks were totally different looking in the packaging. And then when I swatched them, I'm like, is this really the same lipstick? So this one, even though it looks like a straight up brown in the tube, when you swatch it, it comes out more of like kind of this plummy sheer raspberry brown. I'm not sure if I really understand how that is a Betty shade. This one is Summer Sweetheart, and these don't go together. These were the ones that I didn't think were like really a pair. But this definitely fits a little bit more. When you swatch it, it doesn't look quite so peachy as it does in here. It does have kind of a brown tone. So I could see layering them a little bit, but they're not quite as like matchy-matchy like those. But I really think this will be a great nude summery color. Then for the Veronica colors, I did not get the really dark shade. I was debating, and I'm like, well, I have a few vampy shades, and now I have Rebel. And I'm like, that I don't wear a lot of the vampy shades. And I did do my hair just red like a few days ago, if you can notice. I used to have it bright red, and I'm trying to do a little bit more of a darker red, so it's a little bit more professional. I still gotta fix some spots that, like, my hair didn't bleach very well, so there's a few darker spots, but it's not super noticeable. I'm just gonna fix it tonight. This is the one I ran all the way down to Nordstrom's for. It's Daddy's Little Girl, which I was really surprised this one sold out so much, because it's cute, and I really do like it, but I was... Usually it seems to be corals that sold out, like Betty Bright. You hear that a lot, or you hear, I don't know, really bright pinks, but you don't hear about like a lot of the more magenta shades going. I'm rambling a little bit. So that's Daddy's Little Girl. And then Mall Madness is kind of the accompaniment. And I've heard this compared to Up the Amp. So I could definitely see this being an Up the Amp pairing shade. Because if you see it, it's actually a lot less opaque than I feel like the other lip glosses were. But it's got some shimmer to it. And I could see these two going together, but it's got a little bit more of a purple tone than that lipstick does. So this will bring out more of a purple tone when you're wearing that lipstick, or Up the Amp seems really close to this. I wish I have Up the Amp. This is me going above and beyond again. This is Up the Amp. And I'll just swatch that lower down. Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of like a cross between them. Up the Amp is the purpler shade. It's kind of a cross between. Like if you look at it, it's kind of like not as purple as Up the Amp, not as pink as Daddy's Little Girl. And Up the Amp is an amplified. And Daddy's Little Girl is a satin again. I thought it was, but wasn't sure for sure. This one took a while. I don't know if it sold out. I'm sure it did by now, but it's a matte in Ronnie Red. And as much as I have so many of the reds, but I love this. I love the packaging with this one because the little red hearts and then it's a red lipstick on top. I don't know. It's really quite cute. And I love matte reds because they've got a different look to them. This one's a very creamy matte. Like, I mean, actually, I swatched it. It doesn't look any more matte than the satin. I'm gonna go to class and have, like, even when you wash these off, like, I'll use my makeup remover oil sometimes, and it still seems like it's stuck. And then I got strawberry malt. Oop, that's the one that goes with it. Fail. Whoa, this is much more opaque than I thought it was. It's more like a jelly opaque color, but it definitely goes really well. And this is definitely a red, but I could see where they get like a strawberry red out of it because it's that not darker, not lighter, not orange, or not too blue. I guess if anything, I'd say it's blue toned. But phew, okay, almost done. You guys are like, it's about time. I have to head to class in like 6 minutes, so I got the two blushes. There we go. I can speak sometimes. So Veronica's, I think, made a lot of sense with her collection because of that Daddy's Little Girl lipstick and the lip gloss, Mall Madness. It's Prom Princess, and it's a very, oh, you can see I've got like black smudges. But it's a very magenta-y, deep color. And I actually was worried I might have something similar, but I don't. I would definitely say that's in the same family as... This is where I wish I could edit. Because, wow. It's definitely in the same family as Daddy's Little Girl. I kind of swatched them in a row. So that's the blush. It's Up the Amp and the lipstick, and then... yeah, so you can see those would be a great pairing. While like you wouldn't layer this on a whole lot, you would just keep it so that your lips are the focus, and then this would like be that complementary thing. And it's satin, so yeah, I really like this one. I wasn't sure because I do have quite a few pink blushes. It's hard not to find dupes for me. And then I got Cream Soda, which is a satin, which I kind of thought this might be like Immortal Flower, but I find it to be like, it's a satin too, also. But it reminds me a little bit of Pink Cult, but it's like the peach version of that. Like Pink Cult was such a dusty pink that it was almost like a neutral. And this is kind of like a neutral peach. So I thought this would be really pretty with some different looks. And it's a way of like, you can take her looks, and if you do more of like the Betty Bright or something more bright on your lips, you can take this and it'll tone down, like it won't compete, I think, is how I see it. But otherwise, I'm not going to use this a ton, I don't think, because it's just not a natural flush color for me, but I'd still like it. I might put it on just cause. And then maybe I'll wear Betty Bright. It's very pigmented, holy cow. Like, I mean, like, powdery, like, look at my brush. That's, like, dabbing it in. You know, some of them you have to, like, swirl it. Don't do that. So I really, really like that one. And then I got the two Pearl Matte Face Powders. And this one is Veronica's Blush. So I wonder which one this is for. And it is really cutesy on the outside. Like, I like this. It's not my favorite packaging, but I like this. Actually, usually the face powders aren't my favorite packaging. But the inside is to die for. It's got a mirror too. But it's got these gorgeous hearts, and it's just really pretty. So I'm going to swatch. So that's a heart, like the darker heart, and that's a bright color. So dark, bright color. And then I'm just going to quickly swirl it around. And then that's like with a swirl around. So it definitely keeps more of that shine because that's the bigger part of it. And I don't know, I'm thinking the hearts go all the way through, but I'm not sure. And I'm just going to wipe those off. Maybe you can see more of a difference, because on my fingers I felt like, yeah, no, not at all. It looked almost like it was purely the same color as the lighter when you did it all over, but it's not. It's still got a little bit more pink than that. But this one I think is going to be my favorite because it's actually more dramatic than cream soda. So this is Betty's, and it's called Flatter Me. And stop that. My computer keeps like going black screen and I can't see what I'm doing. I have to make sure I'm at least in focus. So this is the outside, and these are the little hearts. And then that's rubbed together. So if you can see, that one has a better, I feel like the hearts maybe are a little more pigmented on this, so the color rubs off. I feel like Veronica's would work really well as like doing that, the blush that is Veronica's, what is it, the pink one. I just said it half a second ago, but I've been going through all the names. So that blush, using that one, and then using her Pearl Matte Powder as a highlight would actually work. This is totally different. This couldn't be a highlight unless, I think even the brighter spot, like, or the light spot around, I still think that might be darker than her blush, or at least the same color. So other than imparting some sheen, it wouldn't do much. So I would recommend most of the stuff I got, obviously, and make sure, just like making sure you don't have a ton of dupes. That's always what I'm on the lookout for. I haven't gotten anything lately, both because of money, financial reasons, and because, sorry, I'm digging to try to find it. Woohoo, found it. Because of financial reasons, and also a lot of the collections that came out, there was so many either re-promotes I had, but yet I didn't feel needed backups. Like, there have been a few that I would love backups to, but it wasn't like dire. And also they had so many dupeable colors. Like, it was like, oh, well, I really like that color, but oh, it's really close to this one. And it's gotten to a point where I have enough that I don't feel like I should buy the dupeable stuff. Like, I remember watching YouTube videos when I first got into MAC, and people would be like, oh no, I didn't get anything because I already have stuff similar. And I was like, no you don't. They're all new. They're all pretty and exciting. And it's like, no, once you get too much, you're just kind of like, well, I haven't even used that color yet. And yeah, so I'm going to put on these. It's Betty Bright and hers. Holy cow, it looks very strange. I'm not sure if it's because I'm tan or my hair, but I'm not sure I'd wear this color on its own. Like, just lipstick. I think it'd look really good on somebody more pale. Or just maybe without red hair. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. But this is Betty Bright and Kiss and Don't Tell. Alrighty. I will talk to you all later. And I'm sorry if I was really sporadic with this one. I felt like, I guess it's been a while since I did a MAC haul. So, and it was big and I was trying to get through it. And it's still like 24 minutes. I gotta go to class. I'm like 3 minutes later than I meant to be. But I will talk to you all later. Bye.